it's George Tyndall, and I'm back again. And I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to show you what the people in charge up there, somebody in the government, doesn't want people to see. And it has to do with the crash at the Roswell site. Now, I'm going to show you some pictures. These are the pictures that I'm going to show you. This is metal, and on the outside of it, this is some type of heat-resistant coating that's mixed in with the metal. That's another angle of it. Now, you would think that what I'm showing you is rocks, but it's not. Okay? It's melted. This is metal. The close-up picture here. This is layered metal. It's got 4 different layers to it. Now, the strange thing about this next piece is it looks like a rock, okay? And I got a feeling that because this is the way it was, is it was exposed to the most heat. Because if you look at the other side, this is metal, and that is some type of coating that was mixed in with the metal to make it more heat resistant. And how do I know that? Right here. This is the side of it. You look at the side of this. The way this is layered metal. But now it's going to get even better. But like I said, I'm willing to share with where other people, aliens. Okay, well, maybe the fact is that maybe aliens do exist and everybody out there's been BS'd over all the years. Now, I'm not on the meteor thing tonight, or the meteorite thing, because of the stuff that I've been finding. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Now, if anybody can identify metals like this, very thin metals, and it's got some kind of unique pattern on it, but so does this one. Those are metals. Now, whether people want to believe it or not, I'm like 100% sure I'm on the right track. And this next one, I'll tell you how I know. All right, I'm going to show you this. This is the piece of metal. The red stuff is a phosphorus coating that's mixed in with the metal to make it more heat resistant. Okay. The red phosphorus isn't found in metal native in the ground. Red phosphorus can be mixed with metals. Then you end up with ferrophosphorus or whatever. But red phosphorus is added metals to act as a flame retardant. You can't find it in nature. You can't find it in nature, and you can't make this stuff up. Now, why it took me so long to figure it out? It's because I have to do everything on my own. But when you research things and you find things, then you begin to understand. Okay? This is phosphorus. That's red phosphorus in metal. This is the piece that I showed you. These two, they're the same thing. It's the same exact thing. It's this piece right here. This piece right here, whether people want to believe it or not, this is a high heat resistant metal. Okay, I know this still isn't enough. This still isn't enough to prove my point. I'm for the people. I'm not for lying to the people. And if there's more going on out here than what people are being told, it's all a bunch of BS as far as it concerns me. What really just aggravates me is all the time they waste in Congress, all the time they waste on this. Oh, there's no proof, there's no proof. There is proof. Right here, I'm going to show you. This right here, it's aerodynamic. Okay, I cleaned it off. This thing got hot, real hot on both sides. It's a thin, non-magnetic metal, but it's high heat resistant. This isn't aluminum, because I know what aluminum looks like. This thing got really hot at one point, and the tears and the rips on it, this came off of something. It came off of some kind of craft, spacecraft. You call it aliens, whatever you want. Now, metal can be this thin, and it can get this hot and not melt. This thing burned. It took me a long time with the wire brush just to clean that much of the area off. And it's solid, it's all the way through. It's that type of metal all the way through. But it's really thin. It's like what you would make your aircrafts and spacecrafts out of. You want a real thin, lightweight, non-magnetic metal. What kind it is, I don't know. But I've never seen anything like it in my life. But for it to get that hot, and turn black like that, you would think that that thing would have melted. But it didn't melt. It's still metal and still intact, which means it has a higher melting point than the heat that it experienced. Now, I really don't know what else I got to do to prove to people out there what I'm saying. And I have a good idea. I have a good idea where this came from. But like I said, I'm willing to share. Your Area 51 or whatever, they've been hiding the UFO and playing that game. That bullshit's all done with me. It's over. Because the type of metals that I'm finding, you only find when they're used in spacecrafts. High heat resistant metals. Red phosphates mixed in with the metals. And I feel pretty damn proud of myself. Because I ain't afraid to come out and let people know what the hell's going on. And we'll call that one good.